I bet you have used AI chatbots like Chat GPT before, right? Come on, don't lie to me. I know you have. And if you haven't, then you might have heard about it somewhere because they are literally everywhere. Unless you live under a rock or in a cave or something, I don't know. In that case, hello there, welcome to the internet. You are in for a treat. But what if I tell you that Bard AI from Google is equivalent to ChatGPT Plus? So now the question is it even worth to pay $20 a month to use ChatGPT Plus? Or is Bard AI as good as Google says? Let's find out. In this video, I'm going to test both the chatbots side by giving them same scenario to see which one is better for us to use. One thing to remember that these are ever evolving tools, so they'll get better and better with time. Chat GPT will improve, Bard AI will improve, so the gap between them will either shrink or increase, we never know. So this comparison is purely based on how the chatbox looks like in current point in time when I'm shooting this video. But before we dive in, I have a small favor to ask. Did you know that 70% of you lovely viewers are not my active subscribers? That's right, 70% of you. That's a lot of people missing out on my amazing content every week, and that is the only way YouTube is going to show you my content if you are my subscriber. So if you are one of them, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. It's easy, it's free, and it's gonna make me happy. Come on, don't be shy, just do it. Alright, enough of begging. Let's get started. So, how are we going to find out which chatbox is the best? I came up with a genius plan of 4 tests. First, we'll check out their user interface because we want to see how pretty they are. Second, we'll quiz them on some basic questions because we want to see how clever they are. Third, we'll challenge them with some complex questions because we want to see how they cope up with stress. And fourth, we'll assign them some day-to-day tasks because we want to see how handy they are. And for each of these tests, I'm going to score them based on their performance. The fun part is I'm going to do this live when I'm filming this video, so no editing, no cheating, no mercy. So let the battle begin. Getting started with both the chatbots is super easy. Just Google ChatGPT or Bard.ai and click on the first link that you see. Both the chatbots will ask you to create an account. You can use any email for ChatGPT, but for Bard.ai, you will need to have a Gmail account. But I feel that's not a big deal, right? I mean, who doesn't have a Gmail account these days? So let's have a look at ChatGPT's user interface, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, but for the sake of comparison with Bard AI, let's have a look at its functionality. So you can see that ChatGPT's user interface is pretty neat and clean. On the left hand side, you can see all the previous conversation history. At the bottom, you will see a text box where you can enter your prompt and click on enter. Once you click on enter, then here you will see the responses. If you don't like the response by ChatGPT, then you can click on regenerate and it will give you another one. And in order for you to see all the previous responses, you can click on this icon. Bard AI is just like another Google product, which is pretty clean and easy to use. You can see an input box over here where you can enter your prompt. One good thing that Google did is including this speech assistant. So it's really good. Instead of typing, you can just speak and it's going to give you response. So this is something where Bard AI has upper hand when we compare it with ChatGPT. There's another really good feature with Bard AI is when you click on view other drafts, then it will give you 3 different drafts for each responses, and then you can choose from these 3 drafts which one you like it. And if you don't like these 3 drafts, then you can regenerate response and it will give you another 3 drafts. So I would say they did put some thinking in this and it's pretty user friendly, and this is something what even I wanted, because in ChatGPT if you want to regenerate response then you have to click on it every time, whereas with Bard AI it just gives you 3 responses straight away, and if you don't like it then you can regenerate and it will give you another 3 responses. So it's pretty good. Coming on to the left hand side, you can see recent chat, Bard activity and other options. What is one thing that I like about ChatGPT is that you can see your recent conversation on the left hand side, but with Bard you have to click on Bard activity, and just like any other Google product, it will open another tab where you can see your activity. So I feel in this one ChatGPT has an upper hand because you can just see on the left hand side at the same time. You don't have to click on it and it is gonna open another tab, which is not a good user experience in my point of view. Overall, after comparing the user interface and functionality of ChatGPT and Bard AI, I'm gonna give this point to Bard AI because I really like their feature of giving you 3 drafts after each and every response, because that is something what I feel is really unique and they did put up some thinking. So yeah, Bard AI is winning this one according to me. Let's now test both the chatbots by asking them simple questions to see which one is more clever and which one gives you more accurate and fast response. Are you ready? Let's go. So I have asked this really basic question to both the chat box to give me 5 trending news in London today. So if you see on the right hand side, Bard has given me top 5 trending news in London today. And if I scroll down, there is really good functionality that I like about Bard is that you can click on Google it and it's gonna give you search related topics. Let's say for example, if I'm searching something on Bard and I want to see a related article on Google, so I can just click on it and it will give me related article. When I click on this one, on the next tab, you can see the first one is Daily Mail's website, second is BBC, which is really cool because Chat GPT doesn't have this functionality. On the left hand side, I have asked the same question to Chat GPT and Chat GPT couldn't answer because for people who don't know, Chat GPT's AI model was trained only till September 2021. So if you ask any question after that, Chat GPT is not going to respond because simply it doesn't have data for that. And also Chat GPT cannot talk to the internet. Bard AI has that ability to talk to the internet. So now you tell me, who should we give this point to? If someone says ChatGPT, I'm gonna scream because it should clearly goes to Bard AI. Let's now test both the chat box by asking them some complex question. Just to let you know that ChatGPT was taking so long to give me response, so I had to do it in background, but I can assure you that I did it real time. So I asked both the chat box that how can I budget my expenses to live a decent life in London under £1,000 per month. So on the left hand side, you can see that ChatGPT has given some generic responses by suggesting us websites. So for example, in accommodation, they have given us websites like Spare Room, Gumtree. For transportation, they have given us like we can apply for Oyster card. For groceries, they have suggested some places like Aldi, Lidl, Tesco, etc, etc. But on the other hand, if you look at the response of Bard, since Bard has the ability to talk to the internet, it is really amazing to see that not only suggestion but they are also giving you a link to the website. So all you have to do is just click on it and then you can open the website. Another thing that I really like in the responses of Bard is that it's actually giving you the bifurcation of budget, like how much you should be spending on accommodation, food, transport, etc, etc. And if you want to get these kind of responses, then you will only get if you have ChatGPT Plus. So my question to you guys is, why to pay $20 a month if you can get it all for free with Bard AI? So now you tell me, who is the clear winner? Bard, right? Also, if you're still with me, that's absolutely amazing. If you're someone who is still watching this video and is not my active subscriber, then I would really encourage you to hit that subscribe button because I come up with all such amazing video every week and that is the only way YouTube is going to show you my content. Now let's get back onto the topic. And now we come to the final and the most exciting test of all, performing day-to-day tasks. You see, these AI chatbots are not for fun and games, but they can actually help you solving your day-to-day problem, whether you are a software engineer, analyst, or a professional of any kind. So I'm going to put them to ultimate test by asking them to write an HTML code for me, which should give me a button saying go in the middle of the screen. And every time I click that button, it should say subscribe to Quotient in bold and it should be in the red color. So let's see which chatbot can do it. As you can see on the screen, I have asked the same question to both the chatbots. Let's see which one can do it. One good thing about ChatGPT is that it shows you while it's writing, but on the other hand, Bard is just loading and it just comes up with a response. Another good thing is that you can copy the code from the top, but for Bard you have to scroll down all till the bottom and then you have to copy it. But anyways, this is just a random feedback from a user point of view. But now let's see which chatbox was able to do it. So now I'm going to copy both the code. Let me copy it onto the notepad. So I'm going to name the first file as test because this is for ChatGPT. So I'm going to name it test.html. Second one, I'm just going to name it as test2 so that there should be a difference between both the files. .html. And now let's see which one is more accurate. So this HTML code is written by ChatGPT. So let's see. Okay, so it says go, and when I click on it, it says subscribe to Quotient. Okay, so the go button was in the middle, and now it says subscribe to Quotient, and you can still see that go button, which is not ideal. Now let's see how Bard has written the code. So test 2 is Bard. Oh, so you see the difference? So I have asked Bard to put the go button in the middle, and after I click the go button, I should get subscribed to Ask Question. But when I open the HTML, I can just see this on my screen, which is not ideal. So I feel in this case, ChatGPT has an upper hand. And not only this, I have tried it with so many other prompts, and I feel that ChatGPT is really good when it comes to writing code and other function compared to Bard. So for this particular thing, I'm going to give it to ChatGPT. So this brings us to the end of the video. I'm pretty sure that you might be guessing who is the winner as per my point of view. So I'm gonna give it to Bard just because the Bard is still in experimental phase and it's not completely developed yet, whereas ChatGPT has GPT-4, and in terms of UI and all other things, I feel that Bard has an upper hand, and going forward Bard is going to improve and improve, because right now the recent version is a beta version, and once Google releases the further update, then I feel that Bard is going to win over ChatGPT. But you never know, because ChatGPT is also improving and evolving, and they are going to come up with another version as well in the future. You never know. But the only good factor about Bard is that it's free of use and you don't have to pay anything, whereas for ChatGPT you have to pay $20. So it depends, like for what you're gonna use ChatGPT for. If it's to solve coding problems and other stuff, then I would say you should use ChatGPT because it's really good. And if it's for something like for content creation and other stuff, then Bard is really good. But you never know, as I said, that Bard is still in the beta version. So going forward, it can get better in that terms as well. So then you would prefer switching from ChatGPT to Bard. So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope that you like the comparison. Let me know in the comment section which part was most favorite to you, and if you have ever tried comparing these chatbots. Also let me know if you have used Bard already and if you think that Bard is better than ChatGPT. I feel that this AI race is going to be there for some time, and then there's going to be an ultimate winner. Maybe we live in a world where we have Bard and we have ChatGPT as well, you never know. But let me know in the comment section. I come up with all such amazing content, so if you are someone who is not my active subscriber yet, so I would really encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that is the only way YouTube is going to show you my content. And with that being said, bye for now.